even before me as a person, before I went into nursing, I was thinking that the requirements was huge, but trust me, they were not that huge. I was really surprised when I discovered what you need to gain admission or to gain a place to study nursing. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. To all my returning and new subscribers, welcome. You are absolutely welcome. So guys, today we are doing another sit down video, and we are going to be talking today about nursing. We are going to be discussing the requirements you need to study nursing, and this is why you should study nursing. Guys, let's get into it. The reason why you should study nursing. So guys, number one, nursing is a very recruitive course, like recruitive profession, that as soon as you're dropping your pen, the job is already waiting for you. Now I'm specifically talking about United Kingdom, this country where we are. In the UK, nurses are always needed, whether it's community, whether it's primary care, whether it's hospital care. Every arm of care in the United Kingdom is always short of nurses. So nursing as a course in this country is a very lucrative course. Is a course that you will study as soon as you are graduating, as soon as you are saying goodbye to the 4 years of university. Your job is there waiting for you. You have the opportunity to even choose where you want to go. Yeah, that is how good and lucrative it is. So this is one of the reasons why you should study nursing, why you should come to the United Kingdom to study nursing, because your job is there waiting for you. As soon as you graduate, you are not going to be saying, oh, where am I going to apply? Should I apply? Do they have vacancy here or do they have vacancy there? There is always vacancy. Whether you choose to go to community, there is vacancy for you. Whether you choose to go to nursing home, there is vacancy for you. Whether you choose to work in the NHS, which is the hospitals, there is vacancy for you. And there is several arm of nursing that you can deviate to. So those are the reason, and so many other that I will not be able to be sharing here, that you have. So now, if you are saying, okay, what qualification do I need, or how do I gain admission, or how do I get a place to study nursing? Fine. Before I went into nursing, I used to think that the requirements you need to study nursing is huge, but little did I know that it's not like that. You are going to be blown away by the time I mention what you need to gain admission into any of the universities here in the United Kingdom to study nursing. You are going to say, wow, really? So yes, that is how easy and simple and straightforward it is. What we are going to say, the point that I'm going to be giving to you applies to so many universities. I would say like 70% of university in United Kingdom. I know some university, their requirement varies to other university, but trust me, like 1 to 70% of university, this is the requirement that they use to gain a place to study nursing in those universities. So guys, let's dive into what we need to apply to have a place, to gain a place, or to gain admission into any of the universities. So what I'm about to tell you applies to my university, the university that I went to. Having said that, one of the simple things that you really need to gain admission is your GCSE. Back home where I come from, we call it WAEC, or Living School Certificate. You have to get that. You must have your GCSE or your WAEC or your NECO. That is very essential. And you must have at least biology or chemistry if you are considering studying nursing. So one of the science courses is essential. You must have biology or physics or chemistry. But one of the science courses is essential because you're going into science, because you will come across, nursing is all about human nature. So the anatomy part of it is what you cannot escape. So you must have background of science, either biology or physics or chemistry. So if you are considering to go into nursing, just have it in mind that this is what I require. I must have biology, must be in your GCSE or your WAEC. You must make them. Then apart from that one, another essential thing that is very, very, very important when going into nursing is your maths and English. The maths is very essential because you are going to be dealing with drugs, and drugs require a lot of calculations. You cannot escape that. So if you know that if you're thinking or you know that you want to go into this field, start building your confidence when it comes to maths, because you are going to be dealing with a lot of drugs calculation. You are going to be calculating drugs. Everything about drugs is calculation. The dose you want to give, the volume, the rates, the time, everything. So you need your basic knowledge of drug calculation, that's mathematics. So that is very, very essential here in the United Kingdom. And English, you need to have a good knowledge of speaking and writing, because you're going to be, it's an English country. Now I'm speaking about United Kingdom. It's an English country, so English is a first language here. So for you to be able to communicate with your patients, the people that you're looking after, you must have good knowledge of speaking and writing, how to communicate. You must be able to communicate and communicate verbally and written. So that is very, very important. English and maths is essential. Then one science subject is essential. Then you can make it up with any other 3 subjects to make it 6. So your WAEC, you must have 6, either B or A or C, which is credits. You must have 6 of them. The most important one there is the English, your maths, and 1 science course. And if you're a science student, that is even the best, because you have English, you have physics and chemistry. Otherwise, if you're not a science student, you can still be an art student and still come and study nursing if you have biology, which I mentioned earlier on. So you must have your 6 subjects to qualify you first, right? So after you have that, so if you're coming to study as an international student from Nigeria, that is one of the basic things you need. Your living school certificate, which is your WAEC or NECO or GCE. That is the main thing that you need. You don't need to have any, because I've heard some people saying that, as an international student you must have certificate either in polytechnic or even you must be a graduate first. That is not true. I've heard a couple of people say that to me. That's not true. All you need is your living school certificate, your WAEC. Here we call it GCSE, but in Nigeria, I don't know what other country call it. I only know about United Kingdom and Nigeria. United Kingdom we call it GCSE, while Nigeria they call it like WAEC or living school certificate. You need 6 of them. The essential one I've mentioned: maths, English, and 1 science course, then any other 3 courses. That is all you need to start applying as an international student. Obviously, you have your tuition fee ready, you have your sponsor ready, and you have your passport, international passport ready, and you have what else? Yeah, basically that's it. When you have your qualification, which is your GCSE, WAEC as we call it in Nigeria, or living school certificate, you have your sponsorship, whoever that is going to be sponsoring you, or you are sponsoring yourself, you have proof for that. You have your tuition fee, you have your international passports, and boom, you are set to apply. All you have to do is start looking for the university that suits you. Mark you, there are some universities that are cheaper than some. So once you have those requirements, bam, you start applying. Once you apply through UCAS. So every admission here in the United Kingdom goes through UCAS. You apply through UCAS, and UCAS will forward your application to your choosing university, and you have option to choose like 5 universities. Yes, 5 universities. Basically, I will advise you to put the 2 that your top 2. Choose your top 2, then every other one you can, like when I was applying, I think I put my choice of university, I put it like choice 1 and 2, then every other one I choose other universities. You can do that. Then UCAS will forward your application to the university. They will not go through your documents and everything, your requirements, and if they consider you fit, the next thing they will, you know, grant you admission. UCAS will notify you and you start processing your visa. Now I'm talking about people that are living in the abroad, like international students. So now if you are a home student and you want to apply to study nursing, all you need, basically, you need the maths and English, which is very, very important. You need NVQ3 if you don't have any formal educational background, like you've not studied back home before. Even if you've studied back home, you might decide not to use it. You can use your NVQ3. If you have NVQ3 and you have NVQ2 in maths and English, you are good to go with those two certificates, and obviously your WAEC as well, which is like a GCSE year. But if you have maths and English in level 2 and you have your level 3 health and social care in NVQ level 3 health and social care, with those two certificates you can apply to study nursing in not all the universities. So that one you have to look up to. Some universities really require you to have like that 6 credits GCSE or WAEC, but some doesn't. So you have to you know, go into the school website and check what their requirement is. But majority of the schools, like I said, like 60 to 70% of the universities, they use the same qualification, which is they can accept NVQ level 2 in maths and English and NVQ level 3 in health and social care. With those two certificates, you are good to go. So yeah, you apply. When you apply, they will go through your credentials. When they select you, majority of the schools, you go for initial assessment, which is aptitude test. That aptitude test is made up of maths and English. When you done that, when you pass that, some of them will now invite you for verbal interview, like oral interview, one-to-one, where you will face the lecturers. They will ask you a couple of questions. Based on that, they will select you, where they will tell you whether you are successful or not. And if you're successful, the next thing UCAS will notify, they will notify UCAS will notify you that congratulations that you've been selected to study blah 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 in so and so university. But in my university, what we did is that we did the maths and English on that same day, depending on your outcome, your score for that maths and English. Then they went ahead to call us out for roundtable discussion. They call it roundtable discussion. So this roundtable discussion, they bring they group us into group, and they will put 2 moderators, which is 2 lecturers in our midst, and they will just give us a topic to discuss. So they want to see your assertiveness, they want to see how your communication skill is, they want to see your interactiveness, they want to see how bold you are, they want to see what you have to say. Are you bold enough to speak in the midst of people? Basically, that is it. So yeah, after that interview, based on that interview, they will select people that they know, that they feel that they perform really well based on your outcome of maths and English. And that is how the selection process is. Can you believe it? This is how simple it is to gain a place to study in the United Kingdom, even as an international student or a home student. So guys, if you're thinking about what to study, or you're thinking about leaning onto healthcare assistant, onto the nursing profession, why not just hit the ground running? It's as simple as that, to gain a place to study here in the United Kingdom. And what's a better course to study when you know that the day you are finishing, the day you are graduating, the next day you are getting a job? What is more rewarding than that? So I hope this video helps. If you are new here, please do remember to subscribe. And if you have any more further questions and you don't want to write it there in the description box, you can DM me through Instagram Ngo Series or Facebook Ngo Series TV, and I am going to definitely get back to you. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to share, like, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. Remain blessed, and I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye.